I'm sure you can spot from the case that it is a Browning, but this is a Browning like you will not have seen before. So nice brown opaline case. This is the Heritage 2 because it's got the slightly rounded shoulders, because the original Heritage was actually built on a 425 action. Bit of nonsense there for you. And they're originally on a game scene. They did do a EWA special with some scroll engraving on, 2012-ish, I believe. But this one was specially commissioned in the style of essentially a D5G side plate. So if you have a look at that, you've got your 525 action, coin finished side plate, but you've got this really, really, really pretty standout scroll engraving. Like I said, in the style of a B25 D5G side plate. So to put that into perspective, yes, this is not a handmade gun made in Belgium, but it is essentially a replica of one. And if you had to buy a D5G side plate today, I don't think you'd get a lot of change out of about 50 grand, maybe a tiny bit more. So there she is. Now the history of this particular gun is, I believe we bought it off Browning as a prototype a couple of years ago, and we sold it to a very, very good customer. We've just taken it back in because he is looking for longer barrels. But it is an absolutely stunning gun, and it's one that I wanted to share with you. So it's game specification, let's get the rest of it. 28-inch barrels, so it'd be a fantastic little grouse gun for next season. So narrow game rib, 18.7 bores, so it's Invector Plus multi-chokes. So along with that you have got steel shot proof in fleur de lis, so high performance steel shot proof, which is super good. Flush fitting multi-chokes, narrow game rib, file cut. And something else that you don't see on a standard Heritage is this particular style. Okay, so that's the leaf on the barrel wings. I am 95% certain that this stippling and also the stippling that's on the shoulders of the action are hand done. I don't think you can do that with a laser or any other style of engraving. So, just pop it together. Very, very little used. You know, it is a used gun, but it has hardly been used. You'll see that when I put it together. Look, the top lever still nicely over to the right. A heavily engraved top lever and a heavily engraved back strap. Put the forend on. So yeah, you've got this sort of deep scroll work on the back strap, on the safety catch. So if you compare this to a standard Heritage, which we haven't actually got to show you, otherwise I would be doing, there's a lot more attention to detail and a lot more little bits included on this gun, which just, you know, ties in with the fact that it was built as a special one-off model, or two offers. I believe there was two of these. So 525 action, narrow game rib. Printer whale semi-pistol grip stock, which is standard specification Browning Heritage stuff. Extremely well figured Turkish walnut. I mean, look at that. Look at the little burrs in there and the little streaks. It is a lovely, lovely piece of wood, that is. We've got a vacant oval on it. It has been fitted with a kick-ease pad, the sporting one, which means it doesn't catch when you mount the gun. Right-handed this gun is, okay, although with Brownings, there's usually very, very little cast on them. Okay, so it's Heritage nicely engraved on the bottom. There we go. The original Heritage was built on a 425 action, which replaced the old 425 Privilege. And that was heavier. So this gun is a lighter version, and because it's got the lighter weight barrels with Invector Plus chokes, it's not heavy at all. I haven't weighed it. I'm going to have a guess that it's probably about 7.9, something like that. Maybe a touch more, which for a steady little game gun is fine. Gold trigger, engraved trigger guard, engraved forend iron as you'd expect. Really, really well matched forend. One of the criticisms I would have sometimes of Browning is that they tend to spend all their time and effort on the stock, but quite often they let themselves down with the forend because the match just isn't good enough. And on this particular gun, they haven't disappointed us. Just going back to that stippling, just round the top of the shoulders. You don't get that on a standard 525 Heritage. Really, really nicely done. Obviously, it comes in the nice opaline case with all the accoutrements, the chokes, the choke key and that sort of stuff. And there's probably a proof certificate in here somewhere, I would have thought. I couldn't guarantee that. And that's it really, you know, it's a very special gun. It's, like I said, pretty much a one-off. Looks, you know, you couldn't, if somebody didn't know the cost of this gun, you would think it probably cost 5, 6, 7 times as much as it actually is, just because of the way that it looks. You know, really nice piece of wood, nicely done, nice, not over the top engraving, but it's got enough depth to it to make it stand out. So that's the one of two Browning Heritage 28-inch game gun in the style of a Browning D5G B25. Special gun. Thanks for watching. See you soon.